Hi viewers, good evening all of you. Welcome to Shyamla channel. And today it's a good day for India because Trump has agreed it is very tough, not so easy to impose sanctions or to hike the tariffs up to 50% to India. He agreed with the media of Force and Friends News. He says that it's not so easy to impose 50% tariff on Indian trade because India, he knows that if any sanctions or any severe penalties were laid on India, it may result in disturbance in USA because most of the Indians, about 50 lakhs, are staying in India, staying in USA, and they are all dependent on Indian goods and Indian food, Indian textiles, and other goods from India. And so he cannot, if he raises the tariffs, they all will revolt against him. And even most of the USA people are also habituated for Indian food and Indian clothing and all. So in that way, US cannot impose tariffs up to 50%. Anything is possible to Trump. He is so crazy that he rose the tariffs of China to 240%, and again he reduced it to 30%. And though China is importing crude oil from Russia, it is not a big obstruction for America because he is more dependent on China for his imports and manufacturing goods from China. So he imposed only 30% tariffs on China. But whereas for India, he is showing the cause, but that by importing crude oil from Russia, India is strengthening Russia for the war against Ukraine. So, in that way, he is discriminating between India and China because most of the imports are dependent on China and USA is dependent on Chinese goods, whether electronics or manufacturing goods or clothing or any other jewelry or anything. It is mostly dependent on China. And even for pharma also, USA is dependent on China. So he is not raising voice against China, unlike he is doing in India against India. So Indian government has waited and waited, and when Trump says that Modi ji is my best friend, Modi ji also responded in the same way, that Trump is a good friend of mine. Irrespective of individual friendships, the perspective of both the countries has to be stabilized, and they should have mutual respect and solidarity towards each other and have a beautiful trade agreements in the coming days. They should lower the tariffs again to normalcy, and they should do the business as usual, and they should do the combined army, navy, and aircraft fleets and displays in air and water and on the land. They should have good friendship because India's non-alignment policy says that India is not either a friend or a foe to anybody. So India is not inclined or bent towards any country or not partial to any country. It respects the friendship and cooperation and coordination from other countries, and it has good friendships with countries like Russia, Israel, and other some Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and China also slowly Indo-Chinese relations are bilateral relations are getting strengthened. They are heading towards mutual cooperation. They feel that they are not rivals, they are partners. So this is all for today. Let us hope Trump will invite for talks. Either he has to come to India or he has to invite Modi ji to USA and get a strong bonding between Indo USA relations. Let us hope for a bright future, and please like, share and subscribe Shyamla channel. Most of the people are viewing and liking and commenting but not subscribing. So please do subscribe Shyamla channel. Bye. Good night.